Doug McGurk here, Reinvention King. And why do I say that? My experience in life, again, it's just mine, and I'm sure you can relate, is having started from nothing, worked my way up, created an incredible life, lost it all, and had to reinvent again. And then, of course, get kicked back a few notches and have to reinvent again. And I've mastered, in some sense, the art of reinvention. And I've learned that there are basically three things we need to focus on in order to reinvent ourselves. And it's part of my Freedom Hack program. But we have these three pillars of our transformation in our reinvention. And high level, the three pillars allow us to dig deeper so that when something happens, we can figure out what to work on. Now, it goes a lot deeper than that, but let's start right now with one of the pillars, which is our emotional state. The first thing we've got to do, it's one of the fundamentals of the program of Freedom Hack, is emotional mastery. It's ultimately the goal, is to create this emotional mastery. But why is that important? Well, during times of stress, our bodies, our minds, everything, our emotions all get sucked into old patterns of being, right? Stress is pain. The challenge with making decisions and taking actions when under stress, when in pain, when in fear, is that we tend to make rather poor decisions. They don't take us to our ultimate goal. They actually, believe it or not, take us to the very thing we're fearing in the first place. So if you think of it like this, think of it like a siphon. Like when you got a siphon, if you remember siphoning gas, what were you doing? You were taking energy from one place, like let's use the gas tank as the example. And then with an effort, you've got to take that. And then once you create the connection, it flows into it. It flows into the vessel of choice. So as an example, when you do that with the gasoline, you take that gas, and that's neither good nor bad from this context. It's just energy, right? Now, if you use the right energy, if it's high quality gas, you could power your high quality car. But if it's low quality gas and you put that in your car, you're not going to get high quality results. So if we extend it out a little bit, let's imagine that it's not gas, but let's imagine that it's some form of emotion. So let's say it's fear. So you prime your pump with fear. And right now, this is happening. If you're look at the date of this video, and maybe you're watching it right now during some interesting times, you prime your pump with fear. Well, now you start making decisions out of fear, and you're focusing on what you don't want. So then the decisions that you make, believe it or not, take you to that. As an example, if you ever driven a car, and I'm sure you have, again, using this example, and you're driving along, and let's say the address to whatever it is you're looking for, the address that you're wanting to go to is on the right-hand side. And you're trying to keep up with the numbers, find the numbers. Maybe you're having a tough time even finding the numbers, and they're off to the right. What happens while you're driving, while you're looking to the right for the address? Well, exactly. Yeah, you go towards it, and you've got to continue to keep going straight. You don't want to hit any of the cars or the trees or the mailboxes that are on the side there. So it's vitally important that we're clear on what state, what emotion we're operating from. What is the fuel of choice? And that's just a high level, quick teach here on Teaching Tuesday is think about and get present to what emotions, what states are you making decisions from or taking actions from? And then ask yourself this, are they congruent with the state that you want to experience? And if they're not, come talk to me about how we can, you can learn how to master your emotions, how to generate, how to create, how to fill your fuel, how to prime your pump to create the extraordinary results. It's a deeper conversation, but I just wanted to get you present to acting out of fear, acting out of anger, acting out of resentment, acting out of all that is going to negatively affect the decisions that you make about life, about the situation, about what you're capable of, what's possible, what other people have available and possible to them. the decisions you make about another person, about a situation, is directly tied to the emotion, to the state you've got either in that moment or attached to that person that experienced that state. And I know that high level, we get deep into it in the Freedom Hack program. If you're curious about that, if you'd like to learn more, go to Freedom Hack U, the letter U, Freedom Hack U, and there's a free webinar there for you. And that will dig deep into the 3 pillars of transformation. But my goal for this conversation is just to get present to what states you're experiencing. Are they what you want to be experiencing? And how you can then take the next steps to dig deeper. So Doug McGurk here, wishing you a fond farewell for the moment. I love you for who you are and who you aren't. And remember, you can reinvent yourself just like that whenever you decide to. So Reinvention King here, Freedom Hacker, sending you love. See you soon.